Dr. Oz. I've been waiting for you.
Come in. So I'm Dr. Oz anymore?
I'm Damien.
Damien, oh yes. You scheduled the appointment for
Klinefelter.
Right. Have a seat. Alright, so what's the deal with you today?
Doc, I've been going through this for a long time now, and I've noticed the symptoms that I have researched. I've been noticing breast growth and less body hair. Also, many of my friends say I have wider hips and narrow shoulders, which I think is not normal. And another symptom I'm experiencing are weaker bones and lower energy from everything I do.
According to your symptoms, it sounds that you have Klinefelter Syndrome. Klinefelter Syndrome was first brought to attention in 1942. What happened was that a report was published about 9 men who had about the same symptoms as you have, about like the little facial and body hair, narrow shoulders, wide hips, and whatnot. And this report was published by Dr. Harry Klinefelter, who the disorder is named after, and his co-workers at the Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston. They did persistent research throughout the 1940s and late 1950s, and then the researchers concluded that males who possessed those traits that you told me have what is now called Klinefelter Syndrome. The researchers discovered the males who were diagnosed with Klinefelter Syndrome had an extra X chromosome, which means that they had an abnormal chromosomal arrangement of XXY.
Doc, how do I know for sure that I have Klinefelter Syndrome?
In order to truly see if you have Klinefelter Syndrome, there are a few main tests that I would need to perform on you. The first test would be hormone testing. If I sample your blood or urine and evaluate it in my lab, I can see if it reveals any abnormal hormone levels, such as lack of testosterone, which are a sign of Klinefelter Syndrome. Another test would be to go through a karyotype analysis, which is basically analysis of your chromosomes. I'll check the shape and number of chromosomes you have by taking a blood sample from you and bringing it through laboratory examination. The karyotype analysis will ultimately help me confirm a diagnosis of Klinefelter Syndrome.
So Doc, what are treatments that you have in mind?
If the tests do conclude that you indeed have Klinefelter Syndrome, there are treatments out there that could minimize your effects. Keep in mind that there is no way to repair the sex chromosome abnormality that comes with Klinefelter Syndrome. The best way to tackle Klinefelter Syndrome starts with testosterone replacement therapy. Since males with Klinefelter Syndrome cannot produce enough male testosterone, they can have lifetime effects on their bodies. Testosterone therapy can help deepen your voice, promote facial and body hair growth, and help the reproductive organs to grow, among many other things, of course. And if you want to get a more normal looking male chest to replace your enlarged breasts, you can pay a visit to a plastic surgeon who can remove excess breast tissue. If at any time you feel muscle weakness or have trouble with language or speech, seek speech and physical therapy, which will design activities and exercises to build motor skills, strength, and improve muscle control, posture, and balance.
During my research, I've encountered the price to go through with the testosterone replacement therapy, approximately $360 a year.
Yeah, you're about right. It's in that range, in that ballpark.
Along with the research that I have put together, the possible side effects may include acne or oily skin, mild fluid retention, breast enlargement, and decreased testicle size, plus an increase in red blood cell count. But the life expectancy is the same as a normal human being. Other side effects may include risk of certain conditions such as diabetes and cardiovascular disease, as well as breast cancer.
So if you want to get this over with, right, you're going to have to come back next Saturday and I'll conduct the blood tests and the urine tests, maybe take a karyotype analysis of your blood sample and take it through my lab, and then from there we'll ultimately figure out if you have Klinefelter syndrome, and then we'll move on from there. How's that sound?
That sounds great. This pamphlet, named the American Association for Klinefelter Syndrome Information and Support, will help me psychologically and emotionally to get over my Klinefelter syndrome. Thank you for your time.
Okay, Damien. Hope to see you next Saturday, and wish best of luck for the rest of the time. Hope you get cured immediately.
Thanks, sir.
For lots more info, check out DrOz.com.